good week where we went 5-0. Happy with how we played. We only dropped, in sets we went 15-1. So dropped one set on the week. That's pretty awesome. And it's good for our kids to get used to beating up on people. So I feel like we're in a good rhythm in that way. Got a long week this week. We don't leave for Tulsa till Friday. So we're going to train the next 3 days, take Thursday off, and then leave on Friday to go up to Tulsa. I'm going to play former Southland team Oral Roberts and University of Tulsa when we're up there. Oral Roberts has good wins over Pepperdine and Arkansas, but they just got beat by Sam Houston this last weekend. And Tulsa's having a very good year, coming off a good weekend where they pushed a really good Minnesota team. So, we're going to have tougher competition this coming weekend, but it'll be great to get a good assessment of where we are heading into the first part of our conference season. First part of our conference season starts September 25th, and our first 3 or 4 weeks are really tough. We've got the top half of the league projected and looks like early on. So need to be ready to go and hit the ground running for that last week of September. We still are, I think, leading the nation in aces, and Molina's still blowing people out of the water in aces. So that's kind of cool. We miss a lot, but it's kind of neat to be first in something. And we are first also in hitting percentage in the league, which is the most predictive stat for winning, and probably the second opponent hitting percentage. We're currently second. And some of that's inflated by a little bit of an easy schedule this last week. Not to degrade the people we played because they played hard, but it's not like we were playing Big Ten, SEC, ACC, Big 12 teams. So happy to be high in those rankings. Hope to still be up there after 2 matches in Tulsa this weekend. And then Monroe was just a really good ball control team. They weren't as big and they weren't as terminating as we are, but they gave us some trouble. But it was important that we beat Monroe because they had already been they lost in 5 early in the week to Stephen F. And Central Arkansas has beaten them, and I think Sam Houston's beaten them too. So just to hold serve in the league, it was important that we get that. But yeah, it was a good week. Got to see a lot of different things. And the good thing is that we played 5 matches, and we're doing pretty much small group and individual training for the first 2 days of this week because we've had plenty of team practice. If you look at matches as practice, we've done a lot of 6-on-6 the last week. So going to rest up a little bit and just try to refine for a couple of days. I don't know that we stressed finishing off games. We've just really stressed chilling out a little bit and not getting too frantic. Because just watching tape and working with them a little bit earlier, when things get frantic, we get weird. And we've talked a lot about trying to stay a little bit more calm and relaxed. But then sometimes it looks like we got shot with a tranquilizer dart because we don't want to go over here so badly, And that's like when we're playing the previews in Texas Southern. It's like we're down by 3 or 4, but let's not get too stressed out about it. And I'm over there completely stressed, but they don't want to go there. So we're kind of figuring out that sweet spot of being like assertive and ready to go and aggressive, but not overdoing it. And I think that's really contributed to us being better in the 20s. Well, I think it's good to know that we're in really good shape. We played. I think that first tournament we went to Florida Atlantic and we played 2 5-setters in one day. And we looked fine at the end of the second one. That was really good to see, and a testament to how hard they worked over the summer and our strength coach. So I think that's good. I think I'm ready for the 2 matches in one day to be over with, or then the 4 in one weekend to be over with. But I think we're in really good shape, and I think we're in really good mental shape where we can kind of compartmentalize what happened before. And I mean, this last weekend was a good example because we played pretty poorly against Prairie View A&M, but then Alcorn. We didn't play great against Alcorn. We could have done better. So we beat Alcorn, and then we come back and just throttled a pretty good UL Monroe team. So that was good to see my kids kind of flip the switch and say, yeah, that wasn't up to snuff. Let's do better this game, and they really did better.